It's Chillmonger. I'm with YouTuber Perp Minded. His link is in the description if you need to go find him. Big anime fan is Perp, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you're a big.
Yes. Yes.
This man has told me watch Star Wars Visions. He said episode 5 is really good of season 2. And I watched the first season. I finished it in one day, one sitting. It was like, all right, entertaining. Little things that have no relevance to actual Star Wars. Since it's been out, they've never adapted it. Dave Filoni never said, oh, let's take that and put it into our canon. It's just fluff. It's filler. I was told to watch episode 5. And I'm about to be
And,
very critical.
and just to correct you real quick, because the first season was all anime. This one they went to different countries and stuff like that, so it varies. But this was like the closest to like somewhat anime, you know. But
They
it's the
went to
strongest
Europe.
one.
Which
No, they
studio?
just went to different. They just went to different studios around the world and stuff. I don't know exactly.
What country is responsible for the 5th episode that we're about to watch right here?
I cannot tell you that, sir.
It's called Journey to the Dark Head. All right, we'll figure it out. Let's watch this episode. How long is this going to be? It's about, credits start at about 17 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
The time has finally come.
I do like the animation. Look at her. It looks very nice.
How does keeping a record help? There is a war going on, and the Sith are winning it. If we do nothing about it, they will lay waste to the galaxy.
I love that line. There's a war going on, and the Sith are winning it. Makes me think that's happening behind, kind of before all the Jedi and Sith stuff with Yoda and that generation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I didn't watch this because now I want to know. Oh, there's a Sith war. Let's see that. Let's go there. Maximize this. So yeah, I'm liking it, and I'm just gonna be disappointed that it's not going anywhere.
And I like that, like, you know, he insults her, like, says, like, oh, you can't read.
Mm-hmm.
And have you considered that our role is meant to be bigger? We need to tell them what we know.
Man, we don't even know if they're Jedi or we don't even know if they're Sith or not. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
And we have what, 16 minutes of this left?
A lot of setting up already.
But they last only for a brief moment before evaporating back into the clouds.
I like it. I like this a lot.
This council is more bearable than the New Republic.
The representation is there with the aliens. I saw a species I never even thought I've ever saw before.
Mm-hmm.
We shall also send a Jedi on this journey to accompany you.
Is the Jedi going to be human? Yep. Oh, it's not them.
Your rage. It befits a Sith more than a Jedi. Come find me when you're ready to embrace the dark.
Did he just brand him? What did he do to him?
You must learn control.
Yeah, he's about to turn to the dark side, but we only have like 10 minutes left. What's going to happen?
You've been assigned to a mission.
The Jedi on this mission. That you? Wow. They're trusting a kid for this?
Are you planning on blowing up our planet? Oh, that's great. Because I've got some real special items in the back. I know you'll love them.
Somebody needs to put him on a list.
I like the design of that character. Again, with the aliens, like, when you're animated, you don't have to be restricted by, hey, what is the prosthetics going to look like? How is he going to move?
Mm-hmm.
That's why video game characters should be aliens, not Cal Kestis in Star Wars. They got to rethink that. And the benefits of animation is your main character gets to be an alien.
Yeah.
Which is everything gives him flashbacks.
Good old-fashioned PTSD.
Yeah. How will this relate to the earlier character? Whoa, so it just shoots lasers? That's crazy.
Very efficient.
Because when it's just a laser beam, you can see exactly how much more right, how much more left you need to shoot at. When it's a like a beam, like a flowing, you know?
Yeah, it covers more areas and you gotta maneuver differently.
Yes.
Have you been waiting for this moment? Picturing it over and over in your mind?
Yes. We never actually get to see the good guys turn bad, right? It's rare. So I think it'll happen this time. When you were watching for the first time, did you think he would go evil? Did you think this would end with him going good? What was your opinion at this moment during your first watch?
I would say there's definitely hints of that. there's definitely a possibility. I didn't, but that's interesting now rewatching it. That like, he showed a lot of anger and stuff and whatnot earlier on.
Whoa, beautiful. What? Okay, anti-gravity gloves. Those anti-gravity gloves, I can see that making it into a regular Star Wars. They can adapt that.
Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be dope.
I don't see why not. It's very science fiction-y. It doesn't
Mhm.
like it's not something that world breaks or makes you go, you could do that the whole time, like when you get a light speed into a ship. We don't
We
have to.
we seen that in like Guardians 3, the anti-gravity stuff. So it's like,
Yeah. That's
why
all it
not
is.
bring it to Star Wars? That'd be dope. You can get some web crawling kind of thing going in Star Wars. That'd be dope.
We do need something from Visions to make it over, or else what are we watching these shows for? So as like a act of good faith, it would be a nice thing to do. This is fire. You think he's trying to win though? You already watched it. You already know if he's trying to win, huh?
There's an interesting twist.
There's an interesting twist. Well, I keep seeing them remind us with the chain that he can stab you with, the tail.
Yeah.
That thing is gonna come into play.
You're out of
Ooh.
options. Choose. I told you, our fates are entwined. Only one outcome can save you now.
See, this is the part of storytelling that I really hate because it's like the guy's back against the wall. There's nobody there, not a fighter there, and some way he's gonna get out of it, and it pisses me off. How whatever they do is gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna like it, perp.
We shall see.
He's hanging on top of a cliff. He's got them all tied up. There's no way that they're gonna resolve this in a way that I'm gonna be satisfied with. Watch. Oh yeah, the vision. Yeah,
It was me.
yeah. What are you gonna do? You have a
Resisting will
blaster?
only prolong.
Oh, she had that the whole time. That was a distraction.
Beheading.
Let's watch that again then. Boom. They actually showed that on a Disney show, huh? You could have let go of him a long time ago, though. That's my problem. While he was suspended above the thing, while this is all happening here, and there's a big bang and all that, the villain
Mhm.
could have just dropped him right away instead, because you were gonna kill him regardless, right?
But you can tell by this guy, he enjoys torturing him.
Is that what it was? Okay, he enjoyed torturing so much, he wanted to get his last word in, so he's like, you know, I'm gonna hold on to you while there's this distraction over here where she's sending missiles. While I'm holding on to you, I'll fight. Instead, he should be like, "Okay, drop you, and now I'm fighting the woman." Told you.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But Sith are cocky. He doesn't really see her as a threat like that. So.
That's what I'll tell myself in headcanon to make it make sense. Now he has no one to save him.
Come on, wake up, Tor!
Huh? She has a jetpack. She already has technology. Oh, just a parachute.
Clutch.
Nice and handy. I don't know the character, so yeah, maybe she's one to carry parachutes.
That statue was giving me Naruto vibes.
Which Naruto? Which statues give you which? Oh, from yeah, I know what you mean. The valley, right?
Mhm.
You know, we make a pretty good team.
Let's get back to continue this fight. But we're gonna need a new ship, since you kind of crashed our last one, pilot.
What? Are you serious? Well, I wasn't the one who crashed the speeder. That's on you, Jedi. So I'd say we're even.
She's mad because he rejected her like advancements kind of thing. He just turned his back and he
Mhm.
started talking about the ship because he's a Jedi. Directed by Park Hyung-yan. That's like a Korean name, isn't it?
Yeah, it might have been Korean. I think Mirror Studios is a Korean studio.
It's called what studio?
Studio Mirror.
Studio Mirror. All right. Well, I got a computer in front of me. Studio Mirror Korean. Yep. How do you know about all these studios by their names and where they're from like that?
Well, you mentioned Korea, because then I thought like they're going to different. With this second season, they were going to different countries. I was like, all right, yeah, it's Korean, because they got their own kind of like manga, anime.
So after seeing it, I can compliment it to the moon, and I did enjoy it the way you said I would enjoy it, especially the way that
Mhm.
the animation looks. Can it be sustained for like a full 2-hour movie with that animation? If so, let's produce that. Let's get this team
Mhm.
on. a Star Wars movie or a TV series or something where there can be continual because they've proven to know how to use Star Wars bu- equipment to make a good
Yeah,
Star Wars show.
yeah, and I've always said that, like, even going back to the first season, like, you could have took like probably up to 3 stories, or even this one, and just fleshed them out, make a full series or movies, or you could do a lot of things to kind of tap into a new audience. For the people that are kind of on the fence with like the stuff that's going on now, you could still capitalize on that. I just think that would be brilliant.
Yeah, in the Star Wars is Star Wars. Like when we're talking about what's on Disney Plus, whether it's live
Hmm.
action, whether it's animated, Star Wars is Star Wars. Get Filoni to back it and have him oversee things, have him decide what time period that story takes place. But I want to see a part two with those two characters and things go forward badly.
Because in that little time frame, it's just like, damn, yeah, I want to see these two characters more go on their journey. What other Siths are out there, other bounty hunters, that other villains or antagonists they would come across, or maybe people join their team, and what I'm saying,
Yes, make more
get like
characters.
they can come across a Mandalorian or something like that.
There needs to be a reward for this. And so you said this was the best out of the 9 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm happy. Good. It's like the Ninth Jedi was also cool, but it's been a couple years and I haven't seen furthering of that. When they go to Japan for Star Wars Celebration at the next big convention, I think that would be the time to announce we're adapting that story you loved, okay? Or we're
mm,
combining 2 or 3, and all of these stories are going to be canon, and consider them the primers, the episode zeros for our new series, Star Wars.
yeah,
Ik- I- What's this Japanese word? Star Wars. Konnichiwa.
yeah. But like even with the Ninth Jedi, I feel like there's a lot you can work with that within itself, like just the like what they kind of set up and how you got that twist at the end that like all those people there were all Siths. Even the first one, I think it was the first episode, the duel black and white. You could do that
Yeah,
because the dude's going around like hunting other Siths.
with the umbrella lightsaber too.
Yeah, there's just so
Yeah.
many things you could do.
So Visions is a creative place until they can make that creativity into Star Wars actual.
Hmm.
I'll always look at it this way, as good
Yeah,
as
that's fine.
fun as it was. So did you want me to when you talked about it? So we did a stream just earlier before we started this video, everyone,
Hmm.
and he mentioned Star Wars Visions. I told him why I don't like things that are not canon. Never want to dig my teeth and get into it. The more I like it, the more I'll be disappointed we're not adapting it into real Star Wars. After now that I've watched it, like, what do you want? What did you want my reaction to be after seeing this?
Uh, I just wanted to kind of like see that like this is what I want Star Wars to do.
Yeah,
Because like I feel like the possibilities, if you go past the Skywalker stuff, like we can go 100 years in the future and get like a story like this, or get a story like the Ninth Jedi, or get a story like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when I'm like, yo, we gotta get more creative with this stuff, and even like we mentioned the anti-gravity gloves and stuff, like see new tech and stuff, you know, new abilities, and just new ways to just tell stories, like, and I feel like that's.
so why don't you feel disappointed the way I do? Because this will never make it past this episode. This is it. It's over. To my knowledge, from the history that they did with season one, this is elsewhere. From the history of what they did when Disney bought Lucasfilm, nothing's canon.
Mhm.
It's all extended universe.
I
That
wouldn't.
why even care? So why don't you see it that way? What makes you still appreciate
Because I like that these creators get to kind of do their own thing, and we get to see what a XYZ studio would be doing with Star Wars. And if they do a season 3, I hope they go back to the anime or mix it up a little bit. We get a Mappa kind of episode, because what could they possibly bring to the table? It's just like the what ifs. But I get it. I get it. At the same time, it's like a double-edged sword, because it's like they're not going to continue this possibly.
Yeah, that's that. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTube things like thumbsing upping. And if you enjoy Perp Minded, do the YouTube things like subscribing.
Appreciate it.
We're out.